Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into Jana's Spiritual Journey. I'm back again. Um and again we're gonna keep getting these things flowing because like it's very important that I get this out. If my Robbie tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Simple as that. So one good thing that I can say is that um I love that when I'm talking to other people, I'm instantly reminded of, wait, what you just said? Are you taking it in? Are you living by that? You ever like give somebody something really good and you're like, am I doing it myself? Um, One thing I love though about my journey is the peace I found. I found peace in peaceful places, and it was all because of Robbie. My topic tonight is peace and how to find it. It for a long time, even up until now, and this is just my life again. There are times where I can't find peace, and the only true peace that I feel that I carry around with me is from my Lord, from my Rabbi. He sits in my heart. He sits in my mind. He sits in the back of my spirit, all around me. That's where most of the time I say I can get my peace from. But nobody really tells you how to like find peace in life. You know, as a person walking around here, whether you 5 years old, 16, 28, 38, 52, 84. Because again, I have seen the youngest of the youngest and the oldest of the oldest not even know what peace is or having peace. How I obtained peace, I would say, was journaling. Journaling, I started journaling when I was about, I'm going to say 17. I was in my teens. And again, as a person who grew up with so many emotions, so many thoughts, so many plans, so many dreams, big, bright, beautiful energy that I had concealed inside of me. You get what I'm saying? Like I had it concealed inside of me. It came out sometimes, but most of the good, the full good of me, I kept inside. And it came out sometimes. A lot of people love me, I guess, for that. Because they got some of it, but nobody ever really got the full me because I only would give myself the full me. But I remember when I was going through a tough situation, you know, in high school. And one random night, I was like, I want to get this out, because my heart don't feel at peace. I don't feel at peace. I didn't have any peace. So I started to journal. And this is just a tip that I would give to anybody who is carrying things and you want to find your power within again, because everything I do, I just find my power within. Everything I do. But sometimes I lose it. So sometimes I got to be reminded, which is why it's good to practice these self-care things. And again, remember you, which I'm very big on. So I started to journal my feelings and emotions. I journaled when I was angry. I journaled when I was sad. I journaled what was heavy. I journaled about the person who was making me upset or the situation. And really, I want to say shout out to Ms. Nora Rafferty. I don't know if she'll ever see this, but she was one of the first people who came into my life, when I was a juvenile. And I was like completely, uninterested in doing the right thing, because it was times in my life I was rough, especially as a teenager. Just off of the things that was happening at home personally, I would say in high school I started to struggle with being responsible and listening to my mom at the time. I didn't want to hear it. Simple as that. So when Ms. Nori came into my life, she literally would ask me about me. She was the only person who would ask me about me, and then she would make me write about me, you know? But just that split couple months, just that split second, that's what it felt like. Just that couple months with her, when she stepped away, I began saying to myself, wow, that felt good to get it out. That felt good to talk about it. So sometimes when I'm angry, even now, if it's something laying on my chest, I'm gonna write about it, type about it, whatever, in my notes, in my journal, whatever. I'm gonna do it. Um, and I found my peace from stop letting it sit there up here. Stop letting it sit there. You know, there's some things you're going to carry around in life that hurt every day, and there's some things that they're going to sit with you for a while. But as long as you're actively communicating with yourself and communicating, I would say with Robbie again, because that's my best friend. If you communicating and getting it out of you, and again, you don't have to talk to nobody. If you getting it out of you and you having those conversations, because that's really what my journals are. I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to Robbie, and I might even be talking to the person I'm journaling about, even though, you know, I'm not going to send it to them or share it with them, but I'm getting it out, you know. You find peace with that. I find peace in my heart that I'm letting something go that's eating at me, that's killing me, that's depressing me, that's hurting me, that's breaking me down, making me feel really, really stuck or really, really, really low, you know? Peace is when you can pick your head up. Cause it was so much I seen in myself and I seen in other people that made them put their head down. And again, this dunya, this world will make you put your head down. It'll make you like walk low, like, you know? You know, even now sometimes I go through it. But the peace I find is when I get it out and I journal and I can put my head back up like, okay. Because some days I absolutely cry. Some days I absolutely am broken up. Some days I actually don't give up. But I find my peace just from releasing, you know? And again, your first thought, even when your mind is trapped, could be just, I didn't like this. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Oh, I love how that went. You know, because sometimes, like, finding your peace is just being happy about something you don't even know how to be happy about. You know, sometimes we don't even know how to be happy about the good things we have, you know? Me, a person who consistently will forget, and this is the honest truth, I forget sometimes what's good in front of me. I can't even see it sometimes, you know, because I'm so far into the future, or I might be still thinking about the past, but sometimes I forget what's currently happening around me. But I feel at peace when I actually stop, look around, ground myself, make myself present, and say, I love how this went. I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that. Which is another thing, which is another, you know, topic I will be talking about, alhamdulillah. So, inshallah. I would say find your peace when you release. You find your peace when you release. You find your peace when you tap in, when you sit in and you go deeper than the surface. Again, because this dunya will keep you on the surface, you know? People will keep you on the surface. Certain conversations, certain type of energies and in environments will keep you on the surface. But again, if you want to go deep, I say sit alone, go find your power within, and bring that peace towards you when you release. I'm not always at peace. I don't always feel good. Sometimes I actually feel crazy. Sometimes I actually feel chaotic inside. But I find my peace when I go look for it. Because I'm always trying to find my power within in a situation. Even when I'm broken down to my last breath. There was times in my life I did not even want to wake up. I didn't even want to be here. But Robbie had a plan for me. Allah had a plan for me. You get what I'm saying? He didn't let me give up. He pushed me to go get my peace and find it. And the first step I know I took as a young girl, as a little girl, was one of the things I did was releasing the things that was up there, talking about it, saying it, you know? And if you still in a space where you don't even know how to talk to yourself about your emotions, I get that too. Talk to a friend, a trusted friend. But your intuition won't lie. And I want to say this. This is so big because sometimes we struggle to open up to people. Your intuition will tell you who is safe for you and who's not. So if you get a feeling in your stomach, a feeling in your chest, and you're like, not this person, or they can't hear me, or they don't understand me, or they don't feel it, they're not gonna be the one. But your heart will know, and your body will know when it's safe to release. But find your peace, because peace is everywhere. Peace is with Robbie. Peace is you. Peace is there. You just have to look for it. Even now, I'm still looking for more and more peace. I found a little bit, but I'm looking for an abundant amount of peace. Because even me, I still struggle. And that's why I wanted to do this and talk about this, because I know that it's hard to find it. But it do start with releasing those things that weigh on you and that make you feel like you're not at peace. Thank you so much for tuning into Jana's's Spiritual Journey, guys.